This is Fodder Fire, episode 10. I'm Clint.
I'm Briz.
You're going to go by Briz?
I'm Brian.
Officially?
No, I don't know. I'm
Well,
uncomfortable.
a lot of people call you Briz.
They
I
do.
like it.
I hardly get called Brian, only at work.
I enjoy it. Yeah. Do they don't know about your secret name at work?
No, that's my shadow name.
Ah.
My shadow name.
So happy to be back. Brian was telling me about we have a fan.
Yes.
So that's exciting.
Liz has
cool.
been waiting
She's out
for
in the
this
world.
episode.
There's someone out in the world that, listens to this. So that's always fun. It's always interesting. I kind of haven't figured out how the internet works still. Whenever I put stuff online, I'm always like, why the fuck? Like, people come up to me and be like, I saw you were here. I saw you were there because I put a picture on Facebook or whatever. But I don't realize people look at it. So it confuses me.
Yeah. I don't know if it was you, someone else telling me that you have to like figure out algorithms to get your stuff noticed. But how do you do that?
Do you do a lot of stuff? I think the main algorithm is doing stuff a lot.
Like, what do you mean doing stuff? Like the stuff we say or the stuff you
No,
type?
just posting stuff a lot. Like regular posting. Goodness.
Maybe like randomly post
You
pictures?
need a pop filter. We got to start. Well, we'll be right back.
What's a pop filter?
Okay, we're back. So we had to do some sound engineering there. Forgot the old pop filter. These things are very important. This is how sound works. You push the sound waves into the diaphragm, and then it records somehow. After that, I'm not sure.
Really?
Yeah, man. So if the sound waves are coming in too hot, that's why those P's and those S's.
Yeah.
It's a lot of pressure. That's a lot of Yup. So you gotta tame those.
Yeah, I can feel.
That's what we just had to do.
I can talk a lot easier now.
There you go. You sound better.
Yeah.
You sound like a fresh, excited radio lad. You can still talk a little closer to the mic though. There you go.
There we go.
That's beautiful.
There we go. That's really good. I feel like I'm wearing a mask.
I wish you were.
Me too.
I was gonna open this window here. So talk a little bit for the people, Brian. Tell them what you've been up to.
Oh, not much. Just working. We had our awesome trip to the UP. That was a blast. I loved seeing everyone.
Let's talk about it.
Those cabins were amazing.
There's beautiful cabins. They're beautiful cabins on Highway 2. They were glorious. They'd probably seen so many things.
Yeah.
So many fucking murders and abortions. And all kinds of. No, a really nice place. Beautiful view. And, dude, that's like the best idea in the world to rent out an entire cabin area.
Yeah.
What fun. You own the whole place. You can run around. All the children can run around. All the people can run around. You can go from place to place, do different events at different cabins.
Yeah, exactly.
Wonderful time. And a place like the UP, just a little more reasonable, pretty reasonable prices. Might as well take advantage of it, especially in the off season.
Yeah, exactly.
The off season is the new on season.
It is. Honestly, it is.
Yeah.
Because like Empire was not really that busy through July, and I was like, oh, we're still having COVID vacation. And then after July, like late August till now, it was just popping hard.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, crazy.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was people that like are now trying to skip the busy time.
Sure.
But now they made the busy time not so busy.
Yeah. It's a little more evened out.
A lot of assholes.
It's a good way to do it. Yeah, people gotta be themselves.
Yeah, I almost got hit on my bike like 10 times this summer.
Really?
Yeah, it was bad. Like
That's a sure sign of asshole increasing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was one guy in a big white truck, and like everyone in his truck was screaming because he didn't see me, and I could hear them screaming, and I looked. He came like inches from hitting me, and he said something out his window, and it sounded like he was slurring his
Everyone
words.
was screaming at him as he went towards you?
Yeah.
And you just unknowingly, like that Stephen King movie.
Oh,
Sometimes They Come Back. It's not really that much the same, honestly. I just watched it the other night, and it's just like, and then he's riding his bike, and the gang is driving after him. Oh man, it's not a very good one, but I bet the book's probably better. Yeah, that sucks, dude. Sorry, I almost got ran over by your bike. So that's one of how many times? 10, you said?
10. There was a lot of close calls.
Jiminy crickets, dude.
Yeah, that was the
I hate
worst
riding
one.
on the road in general. That's why I love living so close to this nice bike trail.
Yeah, that's nice. I should ride the bike trail because it's right by my house, but I love riding through Empire. It's just, it's fun.
Yeah, you know,
Been
I
doing
also
that.
it is. What's fun about riding on the roads though is when there's no cars on the roads. That's when the roads are the best.
Yeah.
That's what I like
And they're
about it.
just clearing up, and now it's snowing. So
Yeah, snow time. I like the snow though.
yeah, as long as we get snow this winter, I'm gonna be
Sure.
yeah, I'll
You
be
okay
happy.
with it if we get snow?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the last few winters were just gray and snowless.
Just gray, and then there's some snow, and then it melts, and then it's just weird frozen grass world. And then we generally been getting some like really nice days though too in the middle of the fucking winter,
yeah,
which is fine as long as it's nice anyway. Like whatever, I'm not gonna hate on a nice day, but I would rather
Yeah.
have a bunch of snow consistently throughout the winter.
it makes up for the no sun. Kind of.
Yeah,
You gotta
for
have
sure.
something bright.
But do you feel? I think a lot of places in Michigan do get no sun in the winter, but I think along the these coastal areas, these more moderated climates over here, I think we do get some more sunshine in the winter. I feel like we get more sunny days
Maybe that could be the
because
case.
we maybe get a little extra sweep of the wind sweeping away the clouds.
Yeah, I'd be interested.
Yeah.
Because Gaylord, that area,
Very gray,
I drive there for work, and it's very dark.
so dark.
And the snow is there till like June.
Yeah.
Yeah, not fun stuff.
Really? Okay. So then it also holds snow there probably a lot better. That's why there's so much snowmobiling and
Yeah,
stuff over there.
they had, Marquette got snowfall already, right?
Mhm, I did hear that.
And when they got that almost foot, I don't remember how long ago it was, Gaylord had like 4 inches, and we had nothing.
Yeah. 4 inches is more than nothing for sure.
Yeah.
And they got like a foot or something in Negaunee and Ishpeming.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Do you still want to move up to Marquette?
Yes, I want, as long as I can work.
I think probably like Ishpeming or Negaunee would be a good option.
I think
for you.
so too. I'd live in Marquette, but the house prices are just like here now.
Really?
Yeah.
It's already gotten there. Yeah. Yeah, we had like a year kind of to buy property. Now that's gone. Now it's just like any other place. It's very far away from many things, Very far away from many things up there. But shoot. Jimmy Queed's Zib Zab, It's
Who's Jimmy Queen Zibzab?
it's a great spot.
Ooh, getting hot in that hat.
Is it? Yeah, I open the window.
Yeah, I got a little
It's a
warm
great spot.
here.
It's going to attract people because it's beautiful and it's just getting better. And
Yeah.
there's nice breweries and places to hang out.
Yeah, it's turning into
I want to play
Traverse
some
City.
music up there.
That you could do that. You could
I
definitely.
got
do
a little line. Yeah, I got a little line on something.
Do you?
I do.
Are you gonna do it?
I got a friend of a friend. Well, I'm waiting. Well, I think I have to put in. I have to make some reminder calls. I think.
Okay.
That's where I'm at right now with it.
Are you gonna wait till like spring? Or are you gonna do?
I don't know. They're probably booking through summer right now.
Okay.
So I got to get on it.
Whatever happened with that new
What?
place downtown? You were told, what's that called? Encore.
Oh,
That new, is it on Front Street?
man, yeah, that's the Encore. Yes, the place on the corner. There used to be the corner loft.
Mm-hmm.
That's now Encore and a number afterwards.
Okay.
It is so good. It's great, dude.
Have you been
it's
there?
It's fine. Yeah, it's okay. It's cool. It's good. It's great. I like it a lot. I haven't really been there a whole ton, and I bet when there's cool bands playing there, it's super cool. And I know a lot of bands. I went there and saw a DJ, and it was not actually so great. It was
Really?
It's kind of a silly time.
What? Why was that?
Because the music was pretty, just very bland and just kind of like the most DJ, kind of like moderate mayonnaise DJ.
Moderate mayonnaise
That
DJ.
you could. It's just not. Wasn't my thing, man.
you
It just
weren't
wasn't my
getting into a
thing.
groove
Wasn't
with
my
it?
thing.
Yeah.
The sound wasn't that great, and just the vibe wasn't like super fun. But I could see if you rented out that place and like had a good band there, and the sound was ran pretty well, and like made an event out of it. It could be really cool. There's a ton of ways it could be really cool, and I'm sure it will be. But I have not been there very much. No. But you know what is a cool, interesting place. Much like the last place that I mentioned, is there's this Alluvium. Alluvium. I think it's on 8th Street. It's this big, a bunch of investors, a bunch of like cool people are involved in it, and they're doing this big theater, like 150 people's theater, and you'll be able to record the shows. There's a recording studio right there on like a really awesome
Oh wow.
like artist oriented venue. I think there might be some coffee shop or restaurant. I don't know what the hell else. I just saw the floor plan actually, and I just don't quite remember yet, but it looks amazing. I know excuse me, Daisy May, do you know who that is? She's Earthworks.
She was always at Dunegrass with well, what's his face?
Seth Bernard.
Yeah.
I know she has a big part in it, so that's cool. And and she's great. And they're going to be right over on 8th Street. And the building's already there. I'm sure they'll soon be. Maybe they're opening in the summer. I don't know. They'll probably do some open house stuff soon.
Okay.
So that's cool. That's really exciting because it looks really well put together. Like, put a lot of thought into it, a lot of good stuff. So that's cool. And I've been playing a lot of music. I've been playing with a band.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Same band?
Yes. Okay. But we got a name now.
Oh, what is it?
I don't know if I should say it, but I think
don't
I think
leave
I
the
will.
mystery.
No, I'll say it. The name's Zuz.
Zuz?
Zuz.
Okay. What?
Z-U-Z.
How'd you get Zuz?
It's a usable word in Scrabble, and it's an old Hebrew word that means to move.
That's
and
not
it also
bad.
and it also just sounds cool. And my friend came up with the bass player.
Nice.
And so, but I love it. It's my favorite name ever.
That is good.
Zuz.
That is good.
Zuz.
Speaking of sound,
Yeah.
I have a deviated septum. Is that coming through this on your end at all?
Oh my God! I don't.
Okay, good.
I don't hear your
Good. I was like self-conscious about that.
Is that always? Do you always have a deviated septum? Is that how that works?
Yeah, like this little bit in the middle here.
Yeah.
Someone elbowed my nose, and
So-
like that middle part bent.
So there's not a hole in it. It's just a deviation. in the
Yeah,
angle. Is that how
deviation.
that
Maybe
works?
there's a hole because sometimes it bleeds.
Yeah.
Maybe I should see a doctor.
You've always had that, huh?
Yeah.
Since the kid elbowed you.
Yeah, that was like when I was 21.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I thought he like smashed my nose. I heard a pop, but it was
fuck,
surprisingly minimal damage.
Yeah.
So
Nope, I don't think the deviated septum is affecting you. It's hard to compete with my extremely sensual voice, though.
It
Brian.
is.
So don't feel like.
I know I'm like walking in your shadow,
Don't feel like self-conscious.
carrying the coattails of your fancy coat here.
Yeah, here I am. Yeah, there's lots of fur on it. There's fox heads.
Fern Fox heads. I just saw
Nah, you sound good, man.
huge subject change on Reddit. Someone had some trail cam footage, and it said rare animals, and I thought it was going to be some Bigfoot cool stuff, but it was actually like, I think a coyote fox hybrid looking thing. It was like, it almost looked like a wolf, between a wolf and coyote size, but it had the ring tail with a white tip on the tail. It looked really weird, and I think there was a few.
There's more crossbreeding going on since there's not as much places for them to roam and things. Maybe there is a new
Probably.
hybrid.
I want to see some.
Is that what people say? It's a new hybrid? That's what people are saying?
Maybe, yeah. I probably should have saved that. Well, it's a Reddit posting, so you can
There's
only
lots more dog coyotes
so much
out
away
there
from
here. Yeah,
Really?
Dog coyotes are very much more common.
El Chupacabra.
They're all having sex out there in our midst.
Probably. I'm
They're doing whatever
interested
they want.
in the breeds of dogs in Detroit because there's so many stray dogs down there.
Oh, they're making new breeds
Maybe.
in Detroit. New city breeds. Huh?
Yeah. What if like the most gnarliest homeless dog you've ever seen was also the cutest miniature pit bull or something? Pit poodle.
That'd be insane if they had like this specific pit poodle that people just loved and they just roamed the streets.
Found in Detroit.
The sweetest little pit poodles.
Yeah, dude, that would be so shitty. Like you're just walking through the street in Detroit, and all of a sudden you just see like
Well,
a
it'd have
pack
to
of
be.
dogs.
Yeah, that for sure would
Not
be
fun.
Just feel like it could cause some issues for you and your family. If you have kids with you, it's not gonna be fun. You're gonna have to protect your children
God,
for sure.
No, yeah.
And yourself. You might actually have to just throw a kid and just use that one and then get away. Save the rest of your family. It's better than you all dying.
Save the firstborn.
Yeah. Dude, well, they'd have to have some fur, right? Because it's cold. It gets cold in Detroit. So they'd have to be a pretty hardy breed.
Yeah.
There's also probably a lot of like air vents and stuff to sleep on.
Yeah, I imagine there's a
like.
lot of places for them to survive. All those abandoned buildings.
Yeah.
Maybe homeless people made a connection with them.
Sure, they protect them. They have herds of them as well.
They share fires.
And they share just as people did in the olden times.
Yeah, exactly. So that's crazy to think of. just roaming violent dogs. Did you see? So you listened to that Graham Hancock, Randall
I haven't listened to the whole thing yet.
Okay. No. Graham Hancock has a show on Netflix called Ancient Apocalypse. It was very interesting.
I haven't watched it yet, but I did see it on the TV. It's Icon. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's like location based. They go from location to location.
Yeah, to all these monoliths that he thinks were made predating what we think was like the beginning of man.
Yeah.
He's saying there was an advanced civilization possibly, but like the way he pronounces things, it's so bizarre because I don't really hear an accent.
I noticed that too.
Until he says like, let's see, what was it?
What did he say? Yeah.
He'll say like worked. He worked. Like if he says worked, like ed at the end, he'll say id.
He's American, this man?
I don't know.
Is he from England town? Not that you're bringing. I don't know how does he talk this way? Where is this man from?
I'm gonna look that up right now because I was like listening to him talk and it was like
American, or maybe he was Canadian.
Maybe, but that doesn't seem Canadian. British author.
Okay, so that's
British
he's like
author.
a British.
I think I beat Jamie with my iPhone. But yeah, the way he pronounces things. There was one word that really bothered me, and I forgot it already.
I know, me too. I can't remember all the words that bother you.
Yeah,
it's too hard. But yeah, I know what you mean because I recall thinking the same thing as he was talking.
Yeah, but that would be cool if they realized there was actually an advanced civilization. Because how did they build a lot of that shit back in the day? That's insane. And like some people were.
Well, Leanna always says that they just used wheels. Brian's making the jerk off motion.
Air jerk.
Yeah, but to get them, and they just like had a lot of time, so they just wheeled them up slowly.
They had a lot of time.
What manpower?
They had 13,000 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
But there was like, I don't know who was saying this, but there was, I feel stupid saying this, but they said they were able to manipulate objects through like sound waves through chanting.
Yeah. Sure, that's what one of them was talking about. What do you think about that?
I think that would be badass.
I mean, I feel like there's got to be some kind of some substance to that. Like that has to be some, like their music is so important in the world, and obviously vibrations do things. We know this stuff exists. It's like one of the first things that we've realized exists that we can't see, right? And it's like, okay, this exists in our ears, but also exists in the physical realm.
Yeah.
So yeah, that seems like we should be able to harness that and lift up some. A soccer ball or something.
Yeah, and those like ancient like auditorium emporiums, whatever you call them, they said they'd go stand in it and like you could be 100 yards from someone talking like real quiet and you could hear them perfectly because of the like how perfectly everything was built.
So if everything's built all perfectly and then the sound waves bounce a ding ding off and to make some spiritual geometry that explodes all our hearts into one.
Channel the harmony.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, but that was really cool. But what was it? I can't remember, but I want to go see these places.
Yeah, Göbekli Tepe.
Yeah, Göbekli Tepe. It just like seeing all them wasn't crazy. Like thinking how they could have built that. Like, there was.
What about the one in Ohio? There's one in Ohio.
Oh, the Serpent Mound.
Yeah, the Serpent Mound.
Yeah, he got booted from that apparently.
Yeah, they kicked him out of the Serpent Mound. Have you been there? I feel like I was there when I was a kid or something.
I don't think I was.
Yeah.
I feel like I should have. I lived down there.
Yeah,
but I probably didn't. My parents.
It's just like a weird thing. Like it's like a weird. Oh, here's a weird serpent mound in the middle of Ohio.
Yeah, exactly.
What the fuck is that? Like, it's just a weird. What do they think? What do they say it is? Just a weird geological formation, or like some weird glacial thing?
I think they said
made it into a serpent.
It was definitely man-made.
Yeah, they knew, but they thought it was much more recent.
Oh yeah, I don't know how old it was. I think like the unique thing about
you'll have to watch the show.
Yeah,
folks,
watch the show. We're not gonna.
We make no money from and haven't even seen yet.
Speaking of shows. Did you see House of the Dragon?
Yeah, I watched. Well, didn't they talk about that too? Or in there, because I watched pieces of it, and then I fall asleep. But don't the elves or the trolls or the gnomes or one of those motherfuckers do a chant, some kind of a drum beat, and then
Was this Ring of Power?
Oh yeah, probably.
Okay.
What were you talking about?
The Game of Thrones prequel series.
Sorry.
All these
yeah.
prequel series coming out.
Sorry. Yeah. No, I tried to watch some of it, and I just can't get into Game of Thrones. It's not my thing.
They did a lot of politicking, and that got kind of boring.
Yeah.
But halfway through the season, the last few episodes were really good.
Yeah.
Like next season's gonna be wild though.
Liana, something doesn't click with it. We've been watching lately is a show called The Watcher.
The Watcher. I think I've heard of that.
It's kind of a spooky movie about these people in a house and weird shit goes on.
Netflix?
It's like a classic, classic, like what's going on in the house kind of thing. Yeah.
Is it a movie or show?
Oh, it's a show. It's like
okay.
Yeah, it's a show. So I've been going back and forth between that and Dahmer. So my life's
that was
filled
rough.
with flowers.
Yeah. Dahmer was weird. That kudos to the kid that played him.
I hated it at first. So it's like at first I'm like, this is horrible to watch. I made me fucking sick watching it. Like literally, and it might have been the booze from the night before, but I did get a little sick watching it. And then, but I kept watching it, and I can't get over the dude's Midwestern accent. It's like so endearing. And then it's just like that brings me in, and then so much of the just like Midwesternliness of it, and then like the fun time gay bar scenes just look like a fun time. I don't know, man. It's a weird show. It really takes you to some weird places.
Like that dude nailed his social awkwardness.
Yeah.
Like I felt uncomfortable watching him talking to people in that bar.
For
it's like,
sure.
why are you people talking to him? He's so fucking weird.
Yeah.
Like that's the first thing I would have said. It's like, no, I'm going nowhere with you, Mr. Dahmer. You soulless human being. But that was good. I just got into Dexter.
Yeah, for the first time. I watched a little bit of it. It was good. Like that was a long time ago I watched it.
Yeah, I started watching the brand new season that just came out, and I liked it because I never really got into the original. And then I was like, well, now I have to watch the original.
Okay.
And
Does this one have the same guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And it gets pretty intense sometimes, but then it's like also like repetitive intensity where he keeps running into the same problem with the same fix, but it's still good. It's still good. It's still fun to see.
Television.
Yeah, I know. We're gonna be doing a lot of that this winter.
Yeah, dude.
I told myself I was gonna get out and walk a lot more. I'm still walking, but I don't think I'm gonna walk as much.
I love the winter. It's great to walk in the winter because all you have to do is put on a bunch of layers and just walk around.
Yeah, this is true.
Smoking weed helps probably.
It's a good sweat.
Occasional whiskey shot.
It's a good cleanse because like I throw on a bunch of layers and I get back and I'm just soaked.
Yeah.
I'm chubby though. Maybe you don't get that.
No, I don't really sweat. Well, unless I want to. I hate sweating. So unless it's like unless I'm on a run or something. But if I hate overdressing for the winter. So I always wear like the most minimal amount of clothes possible.
Yeah.
And I go out into the winter, and then if I am cold, then I'll jog or I'll do some karate.
Do you? Do you do some karate? No.
I'll do a little karate.
You almost surprised me.
No, I'll just jog a little. But yes, I've definitely made the mistake of dressing too lightly on a cold day though, which is also no fun. But I hate sweating in the winter. It's the worst. That's kind of why I like running and doing stuff in the winter is because there's no chance of sweat.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of. Actually, I do like it. It's like it cleanses you, but
it's great if it's just coming if it's a hot summer day, it's just coming out, and you're just like getting, you're just getting lubed up from the inside out.
Yeah, as long like in the winter, as long as you keep those layers on, you're fine with the sweat. It feels uncomfortable.
Yeah,
like when I was doing masonry years ago, it was like -10 degrees. It was a really cold winter. This is a long time ago, and I don't even know why they were doing fucking masonry
in the wintertime.
Yeah, he's like, here, pour this chemical into the mix when you make it. It keeps it from freezing. I was like, okay, and I was wearing like
this is what we must do.
Yeah, this is how we keep going.
That we love. Yeah.
And then I had so many layers on with overalls, Carhartt overalls. The straps were rubbing against my back with the shirts in between it, and my back got rubbed raw.
Oh,
it sucked so bad.
Oh, raw rubbed back, dude.
Yeah,
Oh
baby back,
no,
baby back Briz.
and you didn't. Yeah, I'm sure you went home to your
My
your
cabin.
heathen or your what's it called? Your bunch of ladies. What's it called? Your harem.
My harem.
Your harem, and they massaged you.
Just the
lubed your sweet.
Just the Miss Michigan twins.
Back. Yeah. They can't even reach back there.
They've
Miss Michigan twins. They can't even get back that
No,
far.
but if I give them a tool, they can reach.
Ah.
A back scratcher or something.
Damn, thank God we're intelligent monkeys.
I know.
Make
God.
tools.
Tools are the best thing ever. And the one thing this is kind of like a change, but into the back thing, Icy Hot.
You're into it?
Yeah.
I've never tried it.
Because I've been getting really bad, like muscle aches and spasms. And
yeah, it works.
It does. It is literally the effects of icy and hot, and it's a miracle.
What does it do? It just calms down your muscles, or does it actually have any? Does it actually really help, or does it just kind of take care of it when it's hurting? I mean, that just has to be the latter. Later, right?
When you have aches, they always say heat it, then ice it, heat it, and ice it. So icy hot is supposed to be doing that in one thing.
But it's just a funny gel thing.
Yeah, it just burns if you get it on your crotch.
All right, I'll try it, dude. I'll try it, and I'm sure it must work somehow because it's been around forever.
Yeah, it helps a lot. I went on walks and I'd put it on my lower back where it would hurt the most, and I was fine for the walk.
Really? All right, cool.
But I would never ever recommend putting it on your arms.
Wiener.
Yeah, that too, because it'll eventually get to your wiener if you put it on your arms.
Yes. Lord knows I'm gonna do the old pretzel grab.
Yes, yeah. Sometimes you have to pee with your forearms.
Yeah.
So
obviously it's an audio only podcast, but the pretzel grab is when you take your arms and do kind of like you're tying your shoes with your arms, and then you stick your wiener in between it.
Like this, like a scissor?
Yeah, like a scissor, kind of like a scissor, but with an extra loop. You got to be triple jointed to do it.
What? I gotta try this now. So
that's actually a good idea. Brian just figured something out, I think.
Damn, I'm so smart. So smart.
I've literally never tried that move, and I will be trying it soon.
I don't think you probably don't need to. I'll let you know how it goes.
Yeah. Well, married life is, still has its lonely moments, my friend.
Yeah, sometimes everything does. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's not always the solve all, but I went to, so I have this buddy. He was like my lieutenant on the fire department, and I'm really good friends with his family. They're awesome, and his daughter does 5th grade basketball. So I went to a couple games. I went to one yesterday. Her team kills it.
Yeah.
And there's another girl on her team, and I actually know her dad from working with him.
Yeah.
And he's serious about sports, and I think he's prepping her hard for
for college ball.
Yeah.
Getting down.
And she plays like a beast. She's in 5th grade, and
yeah,
dude.
Oh my God, dude.
And then
that's cool. That's awesome. That's got to be cool to see that rise up. Watch a kid who's kind of good at something, then get really good at something, and dominate at something.
Well, yeah, but
it's got to be exciting for a parent.
Yeah, for the contrast of this, there's girls out there who got the ball and started standing and standing, walking in circles because they didn't know what to do.
Sure,
some of the kids lock up. That's kids.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, that was me-ish. But at that age, 5th grade is pretty old to be doing that. But still, dude, kids are so bad at things. Nobody knows what they're good at that point. So
yeah, that one girl was very good. I was like, that girl's gonna be in college basketball by the time she's in 8th grade. Maybe.
What fun. Yeah.
But yesterday,
recruiting pretty early.
They had to play, for some reason they had to play against 6th graders.
Yeah.
And these were Frankfurt 6th graders, so they were 6 foot tall.
They grow big over there.
Yeah, they feed them whatever they give the cows, they give the girls.
Yeah, whales. They're eating freshwater whales over there.
Yeah. And there was one girl so tall, the other girls came up here, just below her shoulder. And she'd go up, do a layup, miss, and just stand there, catch it. do it again, catch it, do it
just
again.
keep hitting it.
No one could get the ball from
It's like
her.
playing, dude. It's like playing basketball with Goliath or something.
Yeah, and like everyone was like,
there should be no rules. Like you should be able to just punch that person in the stomach.
maybe. I don't think I'd punch a Goliath,
All
but
right, yeah. You get a couple.
And
Do it.
the coach for that 6th grade team was so shameless. She was like screaming at them, like,
dude.
Walking into that, I would have been like, "We're gonna defeat these kids. Let's just have fun.
Be nice, have fun, teach them sportsmanship, have a good time."
Yeah, but this lady was just like yelling at them. It was like she didn't want the other team to get 1 point.
That's how.
And she never took one of the Goliaths off the floor.
Dude, that's how sports people can be. But that's their thing. So whatever, that's fine. I'm not super competitive like that. Maybe if you
might turn that.
I could turn that way eventually. If I had a child,
yeah,
for sure. My boy's fucking killing every motherfucker out on that field. I will go. I will go punch them kids myself.
Yeah.
No. What was it? Oh shit, I forgot. But it's sports. What was it? Sports. The old brain.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got. I used to play basketball a little bit.
Did you?
Not on a team, just like for fun.
Where at?
Like at recess and like.
So not on team for fun.
Generally through my life, okay. I would play at recess or like even in college, I would go to the PEEF, they call it, where the
PEEF.
The PEEF. It's called a PEEF.
Why was it called PEEF?
That's just the Sports Recreation Center at Northern Michigan University. That's what it's called. That's where the basketball hoops are and tennis courts and stuff. So I'd go to the PEEF, and I would go with my friends, my fucking stoned, half-drunk friends, and go there and play basketball. And one time we were hanging out there playing basketball, and then there was a coach there who was coaching, like, I don't know, they were probably 5th graders. They might have been younger, honestly. And it was probably 5-on-4, 5 5th graders. It might have even been 5. Here's what it was. It was 5-on-5, and the coach was also playing on their team, on the 5th graders team. I think it might have been 4th graders. Might have been 3rd graders. But I think it was 4th graders. And yeah, they just they annihilated us.
Really?
Yeah. Embarrassing. Sort of. It was also fun to see them, how good they were. But the coach was very mean.
Was he?
He wasn't. I mean, he was
a douche.
He wasn't mean, but he was talking a lot of shit about how bad we were.
No way. Oh my God, that's so bad.
It's like you're teaching her. But these kids were good though too. I gotta tell you, these kids were like good. They were doing moves that kids that young shouldn't be able to
really
do. I don't know what was going on. They obviously used us. They set us up just to knock us down, I mean, they're playing against like 20, 21-year-olds.
Yeah.
Just like ruining them, just breaking their ankles.
Yeah, like the first.
Actually, I think the coach is probably cool. Looking back, it was probably hilarious.
maybe he's probably just drunk having the time of his life.
No, he was an athlete too. They were good. They were some kind of athletic gang of young children that are roaming Marquette. They probably are hanging out with the fucking dogs of Detroit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the first game I went to, his daughter's team won like 30 to like 5 the first game, then like 20 something to a low number the second game. But the thing that was crazy to me was like how much the parents were into it for like both sides of the team. But there was Glen Lake parents that were just like, this one guy, he was just like, "Who are you? Who are you?" And I was like, holy shit. But then like the second game, my buddy's daughter got the ball and I was like, yeah. And I was like, oh, okay, that's how that happens. I won't ask her who she is, but
yeah.
I did get excited and I got pretty upset about that coach on the other team and those giant kids.
Yeah.
I was like,
yeah, that's pretty silly.
Yeah, like I went to the bathroom, walked back, and I saw that girls' team sitting on the bleachers on the other side. I want to be like, you guys are pathetic.
You can't see, because the thing about it, like the two sides of it is like, yeah, it's just kid sports, whatever. But then also it's like, but yeah, it's kid sports. Like they're these kids' lives. That's important. We're trying to all be adults and teach these kids well. And my way is fucking better than yours.
Yeah. There's like a crazy mix of like teaching them responsibility and ethics while screaming at them, and it's just like, ugh.
Yeah.
But no, and like the other thing I noticed was like I never really see anyone from high school, but like going to that game, I ran into like so many people I knew,
That
and
have kids there.
yeah, they all had kids, and I was just like, oh, this is why I don't see anyone that have kids.
People are at. Yeah, that's where all our brethren are.
I'm not
children.
a functioning member of society.
Well, that's what they want you to think.
That's what they want you to think.
I don't know, man. Kids.
Oh wow! I thought that bird was going to dive bomb your window. One just landed right there.
Oh yeah, they
do
that sometimes. Oh, they live in the wall.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, they live in the wall. If we're lucky, well, honestly, it's crazy. We don't hear them peck. They peck all the fucking time.
Really?
I'm sure there's probably podcasts we've recorded where they've been pecking in the walls, and I have to bang them out.
I think one time we may have had one hit a window.
Yeah, they're out there, dude.
But
they're getting in. You know, they can't live here. They have to go find another place to live.
Yes, they do.
I like them. I like the birds. They're cool, but I can't live in my wall, unfortunately.
Yeah. There was a job when I was doing masonry over on Crystal Lake. In the back side of their mansion was like all glass.
Yeah.
All
birds
glass.
would just smack.
All day. There was piles of birds literally on the ground. I was like, Jesus.
Oh, God. At some point, you got to, like, you know, sacrifice something for the birds. Do something.
Yeah.
If the birds give a little reflector thing or something.
Put
sure
up
there's
a
something
tarp
you can
or
do.
something for now. But even when they move in, it's going to be an issue.
Yeah.
Not a good
Apparently,
thing.
Apparently the birds want to eat our house because there's probably bugs in the house too. So it's probably an extended amount of things going on.
You got like a nature preserve going on probably.
Yeah, we'll have to figure that out.
Little ecosystem.
I have to edit that out for Zillow, but yeah. I got to get a glass of water. You want to take a little break?
Yeah,
let's take a little break. Yeah. All right, we'll be right back after this word from our sponsor. And we're back.
Yeah. Where did we leave off? Oh shit, we probably should have looked at that.
Pussy farts. I don't know. We were talking about the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we were just talking about TV shows.
Yeah.
But yeah, back to what we were talking about. When we were in the UP, we did an unplugged episode.
Yeah,
live and unplugged on a porch.
Spirits, bro. It's just out there now. Just out there, never to be heard. That's how most conversations went before podcasts were invented.
Lost to time. But we were talking about Nazis.
Oh, yeah.
And how they pretty much just absorbed all the like head Nazis at the end of World War II.
Yeah, certainly.
That was fucked up.
That's what they got to do. You can't just let all those you're in a race against like Russia or something at the time. I mean, somebody's or China or somebody's going to take up those people. You know, somebody's going to use that brain power. So it's like it's either you hire them or somebody else does.
Yeah, that's the thing that sucks about life is you've got to think like that.
Yeah,
on that scale.
Sure. You can't always hope for like the secret hero of like science to just appear to help your country.
I'm just more disappointed how good they were treated when they came here. Like Werner von Braun, like he was like paraded in public, and I don't know if people knew absurd. He was.
Yeah, exactly. It's much easier to hide those types of things back in the day, you know.
Yeah, all he has to do is just like comb his hair nice and put on a suit.
People are like, imagine back in the day how easy it was just to shed your identity and just move on.
Oh, I wish I could do that so bad right now.
You could have just came over today in some different clothes and been like, this is me now. And it'd be like, okay.
Well,
of course it is.
I do have a new identity going. It's better, Brian. I got a wig that kind of looks like my old hair.
Yeah.
And I got it for Halloween, and like I went to my friend's party at Liz and Chris's actually, and I was like a new person.
You dressed as better, Brian?
Yeah, I just wore the same clothes but with the wig, and people were like, "Whoa, did you grow your hair back?" And I was like, "Nope, been bald 10 years."
That's the best Halloween costume.
It is. I was the life of the party.
Just you, but just a little.
just with hair.
Also this.
Everyone was like, "You're back." Yeah. Oh, Bald Brian's such a piece of shit. We love you better.
We're so happy. We're so happy he's gone. Oh, man, dude.
Yeah, it was funny.
Yeah, so you had a good Halloween?
Yeah,
that sounds fun.
What'd you guys do?
We were here. I mean, So which day? Because Halloween is on Tuesday, I think, or a Monday or something like that.
There was Devil's Night on Sunday, which I think
Halloween's on Monday.
Yeah, I think the party was on Saturday that we did.
Saturday is when most of the Halloween parties were. I played a show Saturday. It wasn't super Halloween-y. It was good, though.
A Zuzz show?
No, just by myself.
Okay.
Yeah, just the old Clint Wiener.
How has the show world been?
Fine. I've been doing live streams of the shows. You can see them all.
I see some.
They're all available for you to see.
I haven't seen live. I've just seen the videos where you just kind of like record yourself playing. I don't know if that was a live stream.
Oh, well, yes. Well, yeah. If it's more than like 5 minutes, then it's probably was a live stream.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw
like,
a lot
that's
of
what I'm talking
Carly
about.
Rae Jepsen.
No, I think, okay, so no, that's not what it is. So I've been doing like Facebook live streams like a couple days ago. Last night I did one. What day? Yeah, last night I did one. So I think I put it on Instagram though, or maybe I did Instagram and Facebook. You just go there, and then it's like my whole set. It's like 45 minutes, an hour, and then a few of those of just my show at Mammoth or wherever the hell I'm playing at. Yeah, so you can watch them, and you can...
Do you hear that?
Yeah, it's Liana in her stupid loud voice.
Someone here?
I think it's just Liana being really loud, but yeah.
Welcome to the show, Liana Wiener. I thought
She's
I
so
heard
loud.
No, that's fine. It's not bad.
Just listen to her loud voice. Who is she? Maybe she's talking to her grandma or somebody that she has to like.
The old ball
really
and
speak up
chain.
from.
Ball and chain.
How she goes. You just gotta put up with it. Can't say anything, or else she'll. What the fuck? Is somebody here?
That's what I thought.
I think
maybe we pause and check it out.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Are we back out?
Yeah, we're back. She's just on the phone.
We just did a sweep through the house. Everything is safe.
Yeah, everything's
very
coordinated
safe.
properly. There's no secret tunnels.
Thank God Clint's been doing karate.
Yeah.
He led the charge.
Just enough.
Yeah, no.
Just enough to defend my family.
Yeah, that Finding Hitler show was just really interesting. Yeah, they all just went to South America, like Argentina.
Yeah, isn't there a big country and down there where everybody just has fun Hitler like Nazi party jams?
There's few, yeah, they still do.
A parade.
Yeah, the craziest part was like the compounds they found. They were like built strategically to take on anyone coming at them. Like they had like I think mountains to their back, and like they were facing water, and the ships had to come in through a narrow channel.
Dope.
Yeah, and
for the compound people.
Yeah, and then like the underground compounds were huge and nuts. They destructed most of it
in South America.
Tim Kennedy found like some underground stuff that could have gone deeper, but it was like they just dynamited it so no one can get down there.
Okay.
So who knows what's down there?
How deep? And that's where they housed these Nazi folks?
That, and they were probably doing experiments still.
Oh boy, weird South American Nazi experiments.
Yeah, Goebbels Heinrich Himmler.
Yeah.
He was still doing experiments on like the locals there when he went there on twins.
Oh, jeez.
If I remember correctly. Yeah.
You just can't stop, huh?
Nope. Can't stop. Ugh. Can't stop bringing the ruckus. But
yeah, dude. The hell.
Yeah, they blended in with our society, our politics, our NASA, all our science, law, and then they got to go to South America and live happily.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was I watched a lot of documentaries, and the most depressing one I watched was like at the end of the World War II, there was like 2,500 or more Nazi officials taken. Out of them, maybe a couple hundred were put on trial. Out of those on trial, like a handful or two got hung. That's it.
Yeah.
It's crazy how they felt. They just like picked the dumbest, lowest guy and hung him.
And just made an example out of old Dumbo and just used the rest for their whatever the hell bullshit they do. There's a whole world out there, Ryan, of things that we can possibly imagine. Things where of these people's lives. I mean, don't you kind of feel sad for these people too, that they have to live in this their entire life? The government officials, all the people that are anywhere associated with an event like that, like their entire life is surrounded by just this sadness and depravity and just killing.
Well, that's Yeah, that's a point. But there was like the ones that couldn't handle it killed themselves. A lot of them did.
Yeah.
Some of them probably struggled later, but there was a lot of them were just like, we were doing the right thing.
Yeah.
What's wrong? And they got to live.
Oh no.
Yeah, that feels
that
not
makes
good.
It so much worse.
It does. It does. There was no justice.
Yeah.
There were Mossad teams that hunted Nazis and killed them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched a couple documentaries on that. That was pretty cool. There's a movie on
like
Netflix.
After the fact, like what years?
Yeah, like 60s.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, they were getting them when they were old, and
Yeah.
there was one documentary maybe on Amazon, and it was about this team that went and hunted this guy down. He went, South America. He was living there. They posed as like not Jewish people.
Yeah.
So I guess his Nazi hunting skills weren't that, or his Jew sniffing skills weren't great, or whatever they called it when they were fighting Jews.
Yeah.
But they just kind of played his ego, found out what he was doing, tried connecting with him through that. And then eventually they just busted in his house. And it was like a rush job because I guess what they did was illegal.
Okay, sure.
But they just went in, like hammered his head. Like I don't think it was a pretty death either. But he was a fucking Nazi, so.
Yeah.
But there was also a short show on Netflix about these Jewish army guys. They were kids at the time, and they had to take care of the Nazis when they were brought here, serve them. What? Yeah, we were housing them in like secret little communities. It sounded like.
Okay.
And it was like a government protected area. They weren't. Not all of them were in society, and like these kids were tasked with taking care of the Nazis, like taking them out to shop. They were given like a government stipend for money or something, and I don't even know if I said that right, but
sure. Yeah.
They were getting money from the taxpayers, and they were getting taken out shopping. Some of them had their families with them, some of them had their mistresses, and they were just having a great time. And those poor Jewish kids had to like take care of them.
Why couldn't they find any other kids to do it?
I don't know why they did that. And the government did that intentionally too.
Yeah, that's super odd and weird.
Yeah, it's like, oh, let's find these Jewish kids that were affected by this to take care of them. We were just testing your willpower to not kill them.
Strange.
Yeah, very bizarre. But there was a movie about catching Adolf Eichmann on Netflix that was really good too. It had Oscar Wilde, I think it is. He's so hot right now. He does good. But,
Oscar Wilde?
Yeah.
Yeah, he has like a lot of quotes.
Does he?
He said a lot of things. That's all I know. That's all I really know about him, right? Was he a playwright? What did he do? Write a book?
No, he's an actor. Actor.
Jesus. That's all he did was act?
Mm-hmm. He probably does have a lot of quotes. Actors get that. But yeah, it was about them hunting down Heinrich Himmler. No, not Heinrich. Adolf. Oh my God, I can't think of his last name. Adolf. Well, fuck it. Someone can look it up if they're interested. But Adolf Eichmann, there we go.
Okay.
But they just assumed that Adolf Eichmann was living with like his family. He was saying, if I remember correctly in the movie, he was saying he was the kids' uncles. It was his kids, I think.
Okay.
And he was secretly raising them Nazi, and they were going to like Nazi parties.
Yeah. And
his son fell in love with like a girl, didn't know she was Jewish, and he took her to one of the Nazi parties.
Oh my.
And she was just like absolutely horrified. I wonder if that really happened.
Yeah, that's like Get Out times a million.
Yeah, and then when he realized his dad was taken by Mossad, he went and like proudly hung a Nazi flag from their little farmhouse and was like, "Oh, I'm gonna keep it going.
Oh, jeez, dude.
I'm gonna keep it going, Dad." So terrible.
What a wild thing. Well, that's pretty interesting stuff, though.
Yeah.
Mossad. What does Mossad mean exactly?
That's the Israeli like special forces.
Okay.
Like maybe they're CIA or they're SEALs, whatever. Like, I think the actress Gal Gadot.
Yes, I've
Wonder
heard of that
Woman,
name.
very beautiful. I think she was Israeli special forces. I don't know if that's automatically Mossad.
Okay.
But she was like special forces.
Oh my. Wonder Woman with Special Forces of Mossad,
She's
which is this
infiltrating
group that
America.
killed Nazis back in olden times.
Yeah, maybe she wasn't
The
Mossad.
secret of the 60s.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
God, that'd be a crazy ass job.
Why doesn't she do a movie where she plays that?
I don't know. That'd be awesome. But
God, she is loud, my wife.
I did lose my train of thought there. Yeah. That's all right though. That's cute. It's
having
funny.
a good conversation. Probably better than.
Yeah, maybe we should invite her in. Have her bring grandma in. Her grandma is funny though.
Oh, she's the best. She's hilarious. Yeah.
Like I ran into them when I was doing my job at I was working at Harbor West Grill or whatever it is right down there.
Yeah.
And she was there with her parents.
The
I said
Ave?
hello. Yeah.
Western Avenue Grill.
No, not Western Ave. Is it?
I don't know.
Something. But it's a grill right down the
They're
street
all
here.
delicious. One of the many delicious grills of Glen Arbor.
And I said hi to them, and then Liana was like, "Oh, you left your pants. Oh, I still got to get these pants. They're here still, aren't they?"
You got some pants here?
Yeah, from when I house sat. I left work pants here.
Yep.
And Clint doesn't even know. He's like, sure. But she said something, and her grandma just looked at me. And she's like, "Why are your pants at my granddaughter's house?" She was joking, but it was funny. I did get uncomfortable at first.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That is that's a solid joke. I was gonna make that joke, man. That's great. Yeah, she's the best, dude. I love her so much.
She's a funny woman.
A fun and funny woman, and is so vibrant. I just only pray that I'm so vibrant at that age.
If we get to that age, she probably had a very healthy life.
Yeah, probably.
What, she's probably late 70s, early 80s?
Are you talking about her grandma?
Yeah.
She's like 9. I mean, sure, yeah, she's late 70s. I'm pretty sure she's old. She's an old woman.
Really?
Yeah, she
holds it well.
Old as they come. She does. She looks very beautiful.
Very sharp.
Yeah, very sharp. Oh, incredibly sharp.
Yeah.
No, she's way sharper than a lot of people 20 years younger her age. That's certainly true.
Exactly. Sharper than me even. Yeah, my great grandma lived to like 105, and she was like incredibly sharp and had really nice old fancy handwriting.
Oh my.
And then she had a stroke at like 103 or 104, and it all just went downhill. So
that health is a wonderful thing. My grandmother is also very, very healthy and very sharp, and very oh my gosh, the kindest person. But yeah, very lucky to have avoided a lot of those problems of old people's strokes and things like that, man.
Her daughter, my grandma,
clean living,
is not so kind. She's nice, she's sweet to me because she's my grandma, but like it's embarrassing sometimes how she treats other people.
Yeah.
I won't get into great detail about that, but it's pretty messed up sometimes. And yeah, she says some really not cool things to certain people, and it's
that sucks. Sucks to have to bring that shitty energy into the world.
Yeah. Like she said some messed up stuff at a Thanksgiving. Yeah. And my dad was like, "Well, how would you like it if someone calls you Polak?" And she's just like, she got kind of upset about it. He's like, "Well, then don't say that. Like, don't say
it was
shit."
like that. It was racist stuff.
Fuck. Well, they were like, they grew up in like 20s Detroit, and like I'm not justifying anything, but it's still like that down there. Yeah. People still say like absurd racist shit down there.
Yeah, Detroit is can be pretty insane for the racism. Well, I mean, Detroit is like black people are like one of the main reasons Detroit still exists too.
Exactly. They're rebooting the culture there.
It's fucking Motown, and there's a whole the whole white flight thing. It's like it's a strange history, and I'm sure there'll be lots of books written on this thing eventually. But then now you also have a huge population of like Middle Eastern people down there.
Yes,
which is great, but also interesting.
When I was staying down in Redford, I learned that like they always have all the party stores because they get this weird tax cut or tax break. And what happens is they get like 5-digit like tax breaks. Like I want to say 30, 40K, maybe more. And what they do is they sell the store to someone. Yeah. And then they get a cut from that person who buys it, and it's like a pyramid scheme. where they keep getting money from the people who buy it down the line. Yeah.
Okay. And they sell it with kind of within people they know, or within kind of the
yeah, probably.
So that's why it could. Well, there's probably some sense to that. I mean, a pyramid scheme is never a good thing, but it is a good thing to get other people into.
Yeah, they kind of like found their loophole.
Yeah.
And rocked it. And they got a lot of money from that. Yeah, I remember like they had all these videos from like the 50s, like Detroit in the year 2000, and it was like floating cars, and they're just like, it's gonna be the most prominent place on earth, and it's like, not so much.
Yeah, no, it's a little more RoboCopies.
It is.
It's beautiful down there though now. Have you been down there lately? It's great. I went to the Masonic Temple to show. I'm headed down there again in a couple weeks actually.
Downtown?
Down Midtown. I usually stay in Midtown, and then Masonic Temple is like right in Midtown, and like a mile or so from the river. Mm-hmm. And it's chill, dude. There's a bunch of good restaurants. It's honestly super fun. It's like, it reminds me of when I moved out to Portland in the 2000s, and it was still like kind of like fun dive bars and just cheap drinks and good food and just good bands playing around. It's fun. It's a good time down there right now.
Yeah, when I stayed down there, it was probably like 2015-ish.
And excellent Middle Eastern food. Excellent food.
Really?
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, compared to up here, which has nothing.
This is true.
You
can get burgers, you can get fish,
God, I'm so tired
or you can get steak, and that's it.
No, I'm so tired of it. But yeah, good food and really nice people, man. Everybody's so nice down there.
And if you get anything outside of that little category, it's going to be like $100 probably here.
Yeah, for sure.
I wish there was just like affordable, unique food.
No, you got to live in the city for that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And make our concessions.
Especially inflation right now. Jesus, everything's...
Yeah, it's getting a little absurd.
I never need to buy a head of cauliflower, but a client I just worked for was like, yeah, I just spent $10 on a head of cauliflower.
Yeah, it's getting nuts. Dog food's crazy. That's where I've noticed it the most.
How bad is that?
It's like doubled, it feels like.
Really? Jeez.
Yeah. I don't know, but I went to the store a few weeks ago, and all of a sudden it was like, I'm not buying this dog food for this price. Like, it must be a mistake. And then I went to other places, and I was like, oh, it's the same fucking price. And then it just, So, and then Liana mentioned it today when she got back from the store as well. And I said the same thing. Yeah, I wouldn't buy coffee the other day because it was like, it's too expensive. But it's just that's what the price is now.
Yeah. When I'm on the road for work, I always get balanced break snacks. It's like a little dish. You can get 3 in a pack or 6. And it's like, I get cashews, cheddar cheese, and dried cranberries in it, and those were like $3.79, and now they're like, I want to say they were $6 or more.
Yeah.
For a 3-pack. I was like, whoa, that's not cool. That's not cool. Sad times. Hopefully,
ask for a raise.
We did get those. We did. Some people are still complaining about it, but I've only been there, I'm going on 4 years, and I've had a shit ton of raises, so I'm just going to shut my mouth.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I have a similar thing I have to deal with in the music world.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Are they trying to stiff you when you go and play?
No, nobody's trying to stiff me. But, I got to ask for more money.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Definitely
you got to raise your rates.
Yeah. Double.
That's all of, well, for sure. That's what the whole capitalist system is based off of, though. It's like making more money every year. Mm-hmm. And as it goes off, make more money and more money up to oblivion.
Yeah.
Until you just like suck all that come out of the whole planet.
What do you think they're gonna say if you ask?
If I ask for more money?
Yeah.
Well, I don't fucking care. I mean, no is the worst thing that they could say, but the thing is that I do make a lot of money from a couple certain places. So It's like I make more, but I live in I am in an industry where I can play at a lot of places.
Okay.
I can diversify my options, certainly.
So if someone's like, we're not going to pay that, are you going to be like, well, I'm done? Or are you going to
No, I'm not going to be like, I'm done.
Okay.
But I doubt they'll also be like, well, get out of here. Like we're just gonna both start to figure out other and kind of know a little more about where each other are coming from.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. That's a logical way to do it.
And I'm sure they'll just fucking give me the money because I'm awesome, dude. I mean, I'm so good at what I do.
You are good. You are good.
No, I deserve that shit though, man. And like they make a bunch of fucking money off booze, bro. Like,
yeah.
What are you gonna do?
God, I can't imagine prices now.
Just sell more booze. Jiminy Crickets. You're making your money off of an addictive drug.
Yeah, I want to know how much shots are now. Because when I was like 21, it was like $3 for a shot, and you can get a pint for that. And it's like, so I wonder what it's at now.
Yeah.
I'm really interested in
for a shot of booze because you don't drink anymore.
No, I don't.
A shot of booze is probably like $3-4.
Oh, still?
Yeah. I mean, a shot of Jameson's probably like $5, $6 maybe.
Okay. God damn, that's a lot of money.
It is a lot of money.
I'm glad I quit drinking.
They make a lot of money selling booze, and that's the American way.
That is.
We decided that after I mean, how'd it go? Like, was it prohibition, and then they made all drugs illegal, or there was one law that they made where it was like, okay, this is all drugs are basically illegal now, like the diggly law.
Oh, I don't remember when that exactly happened. I mean, cocaine
when they basically
was
made
legal
like
at one point.
Sure, and so it's before that when it was like, okay, so that's not, at what time that wasn't even a thing,
Yeah.
And then they made drugs legal, and then booze legal, and they're like, all right, booze is cool because obviously we need it. But all of these things, and that's what's cool. Like what Graham Hancock was talking about too, is like all of these things that is a human right to experience these different levels of consciousness.
Yeah.
That has been taken away from us.
Yeah, with the natural
illegal
stuff for sure.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And booze is like one of the lamest ones.
It is.
And that's the one that gets to be legal and causes tons of problems.
Yeah, more people probably die from that in a year than like people smoking, for sure, from smoking.
Smoking weed, but yeah, like a thing like mushrooms is so innocuous compared to booze.
I wonder if they did make shrooms legal, how would they go about it? Because how do you stop people from like eating an eighth and driving? How do you test for that?
That's a good point, and that's probably the part of the reason. That's part of the complication of it is because yes, you have to regulate what you sell to an education, maybe.
Yeah, well, that would be the key thing. Yeah.
I mean, the thing about it is like mushrooms don't really make you want to drive. Like, so there's kind of an inherent quality that's like whereas booze or something like that makes you not give a shit and then just go do whatever the hell you want.
Yeah, exactly.
There's still a little angel on your shoulder, the old angel of sobriety.
Yeah.
Following you along. Hopefully doesn't stray too far.
I wouldn't care if they illegalized booze again. I wouldn't really care.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well,
then you would start bootlegging.
It would be fucked up. It would change everything. It would change all of society.
Oh, actually it would, yeah.
It would change all of society. It would change my industry, the music industry, a ton. But if they made like other things legal, it could be so awesome. Like if there was just Molly bars.
Molly bars.
or whatever, whatever your thing may be. I don't know. But it's all good in moderation.
Yeah, I think if they did get rid of booze, it would be like the 20s again, where they just had speakeasies and people would have places to go.
That's really the way to go, is you go down to your friend's clandestine basement, like a secret what do they call them back in the day?
Speakeasy?
No. Way back in wizard times, like not an apothecary, but like a where they would turn like gold into alchemy. Yeah,
but
they should have alchemist dens.
Okay, that'd be cool.
That's what I propose.
There we go. Yeah, I think they'd regulate it through like psilocybins. I think they'd regulate it through doctors for PTSD patients.
Definitely, that's a wonderful medical way to go about it, and certainly a useful way.
Yeah, because a lot of soldiers,
I think those people
with PTSD,
deserve that. Like those people deserve that. Everyone deserves it, but those people deserve it very much.
Yeah, it's been like killing PTSD for soldiers that need it, and that's great.
Yeah,
that's good.
It's fucking sweet, dude. And we live in a wonderful time where these things are finally having some light shown on them.
Yeah, for sure. That is a good thing, and hopefully we progress more in a safe manner. That's good for everyone. How long have we gone?
I think we've gone to probably the maximum length. I think we're a little over an hour.
It's not bad.
Total.
That's not bad.
We'll call it good.
Yeah.
Anything else? What do you got to say? Any Bigfoot stories?
No, nothing good. I'm starting to lose faith in it now. So.
What about any spiritual kind of revelations?
Not a few.
Probably not ready for the podcast.
Yeah,
those should come out.
We'll save those
for
a
couple too.
Yeah, for a later date.
Couple of spiritual revelations. You can't just go spiritual revelating on a podcast,
Yeah, you can't just
there has
share
to be still some kind of barrier between my brain and the world.
Yeah, exactly. That's just a huge open.
Does that sound really good to you? You do it too.
Yeah, I can't do that. Ooh, Gregorian
good,
chanting
that's
monks
good.
I just sound like I'm dying.
No, you're good. It's good. You sound good. Go lower. You go lower. Go as low as you can. Fodder Fire. Episode 10. We'll see you all soon. Thank you so much for listening.